I really enjoy going antiquing, and sometimes what you find at some antique malls will really surprise you. And the places that you'll find some of these items will surprise you even more. Yesterday, while going through a mall I hadn't been through in several years, I walked around the corner and my father said, "Did you see all those vacuum tubes over there in that mason jar?" No. What mason jar? That mason jar. And then there was some in this basket. This basket contained a lot of the bigger based tubes and whatnot, while the mason jar contained the tube shields and a lot of these little miniature based tubes. And this little Kodak photography book, which tells about exposures and different types of film, and it's a neat little book. This was in that basket along with those larger base tubes, and flipping through this last night, just kind of looking through it, it's rather neat. It's got different filters that your film could be put through to look through the light. It's just a neat book, and you can see these pictures back behind it, and they can put the filter over it to show how the picture differs. I think this was from 1954. First printing was 55, so that was kind of neat. But anyway, back to the tubes. In the little jar there were most of these miniature base ones, and nice little selection of TV tubes and radio tubes. Most of these ones in that mason jar, let's see, let's read them off. We had 6 SR7s, 6 KA8, 12 BA6, that's an All-American 5, 35 W4, that's another All-American 5, 6 GH8, 6 CB6, 6 EW6, 6 BA6, I had 2 of those, 6 BQ7A, 6 H26, 6 AU6, an 11-7Z3, a 12 BE6, which we need for this Sylvania radio right here, and that was a Kinrad tube. I'd never heard of one of them before. Yeah, Kinrad. So that's kind of neat. And a 1T4. Now the larger tubes, we had a 35Z5 rectifier for All-American 5 radio again, which is this jobby right here, which is awards. And we had a 12SA7, your typical GE or RCA metal clad tube. We had a number 39 Philco, nice shape. The branding on the base. This was a Delco 6 SR7. Here we have an RCA Victor 6 DQ6A. This little fat squatty one here is a Zenith, and this Zenith is a 6 GE5. But this is the neat one out of all of them right here. This Philco, it's still got the original sticker on it, and it's branded on the base Philco Type 27. Kind of a neat one to find. Got all those, including the basket and the jar and these tube shields, and this is a plug-in electrolytic condenser. I found out this morning, I was reading this a little bit closer, and it was made by Mallory, and it's dated 12 of 52, and it has a 2-part 20 microfarad, and each one is at 400 volt DC. Kind of neat. It plugs in with just a tube base. At first it was thought that another YouTuber told me he thought it was a relay, but looking at it closer this morning, it's actually a capacitor, a plug-in capacitor, so that's kind of neat. We also picked up this Raleigh 6 transistor AM radio. No model number, nothing. Kind of a neat little radio. It does absolutely nothing except for make a little noise when you tune through it some. That's it. See if we can get her open here. Easier said than done, huh? What I can see, this radio is all original. Probably just needs recapped and should be okay. It's got Toshiba transistors in it. And the capacitors are branded Echo. That's kind of a neat one. The other day, on a recommendation of a fellow YouTuber, I ordered leads for my Tektronix oscilloscope. Those come. They were bought off of eBay for a whole whopping $12 and some change, free shipping. So that's kind of nice. These are adjustable anywhere from 10 megahertz to 100, so they'll work on my old buried 15 megahertz scope back here just fine. Other than that, today is my final day with an uncut right hand. Tomorrow I'll go in for my right carpal tunnel surgery. It's been 2.5 weeks since I've had my left done, and basically that's all that's left. It's a little scar right here in the palm of my hand. Feeling's a lot better. Numbness is gone. My joints aren't swelled, so I gotta say it's a successful surgery. So one down and one to go. So I'll be out of commission for a couple days and clean up a little bit down here today and get some stuff changed around the way I want it, and then we'll try to get back on this Sylvania clock radio here. Check him out a little closer. So for now, thanks for watching.